This right here has probably been one of my favorite audio onboard microphones for the past 3 years. This is the DD-D4 Pro microphone. Now, you're probably confused by the title and the picture of the microphone because this doesn't look like what we were talking about. But I'm bringing this up because I was so impressed by the features that this microphone had and by the just the sheer quality that you could get for a $150 mic that I was always wanting to try to make a review. And then about a couple months ago, I went to try to do a review, only to realize that this microphone has been discontinued. And I don't know why. Now, there is some US regulations or some issues in the US with deity. But again, this just completely disappeared off the face of the earth. And you pretty much can't find it. I bring all this up because the microphone that we are going to talk about today, I am so blown away by the sheer quality that this microphone is able to do that I wanted to sort of rush and put this review together about my experience that I've had for a couple weeks now, purely because this is blowing me away, because this microphone should not be this good. What's going on, everybody? James Jackson here. If you're new here, I do tips, tricks, news, and reviews for the film and video making industry. So if this is content that you like, definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you can stay up to date on all the content going forth. Now, today we are going to be talking about the microphone that is right here in front of me. This is the Audio-Technica ATV-SG1. This is a brand new onboard shotgun microphone, and the combination of features and the quality of this microphone that you could get for $250. Yes, $250 is just insane. So I'm putting this review together because I have a feeling Audio-Technica is going to realize that they made this mic so good that they may have to discontinue it like Diddy did with the other mic, and nobody's going to buy their other mics. So before they do that, let's talk into why I am so hyped and excited about this microphone. Let me just go ahead and say, first of all, Audio-Technica did not send me this mic. No one sent me anything. I don't even think they know I'm making this video. I bought the microphone with my own money. So this is just purely my honest review of the product. And this is not a perfect product. I'm going to get into that. And actually, let's just get into some of my negatives. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and get into what is arguably my main negative of the microphone, and that is the body or the design of the product. Number one is just the materials used of it. It is a very, very cheap plastic feel to it. The outer casing and stuff is nice and cool, but it's just the case that covers it. It just feels like if you either drop it or someone accidentally step on it, it could just crack. It doesn't hold the biggest confidence with it. The next big problem with it is the fact that the design of the body and the design of the microphone is all inclusive, meaning everything is attached. You can't disassemble it or modify it. For example, with the DD microphone, you have the microphone right here, but it comes also with this shotgun mount, it's Koshu. You can put it on here, but you can then also, take the microphone off the shotgun microphone port, and then you can, put it to something like this top handle that goes to like my Sony FX3. You can't do that with this. This is pretty much it. You have to deal with the cold shoe mount. It is permanently attached to the products, and you can't take it off. So for me, this is sort of puts a very hindrance, especially if you're potentially looking at this as a boom mic, mainly because you're going to be either have to find a holder, a microphone holder that has a cold shoe quarter 20 that you could screw at the bottom. But dealing with a boom that then creates potential unnecessary sounds that you don't want, because you can't articulate, because unfortunately you will not be able to articulate where the direction of the microphone goes. It's because of that cold shoe mount attachment. So really, this microphone is designed specifically for on-camera audio solutions, which is totally fine. As long as you know what that is, it's totally fine. But this is something that you just need to be aware of. Overall, that is my main critique of the product. It's just, I wish the design was, one, a bit more modular, but also I wish it was a bit more robust, so this could flow more into different workflows of audio. But having said all of that, and basically that is my critiques of the mic, let's get into the good stuff. Number one, again, I have to talk about is the price. Again, this thing is $250, which is like, compared to a lot of the things of quality that I have heard microphones done, and even microphones that are way more expensive than this, it kind of is amazing that either it can hold its own or even do better than some of them. For example, I have the Rode NTG1 shotgun microphone, and the audio quality, as you guys are hearing throughout this entire video, because we are filming with the audio coming from the Audio-Technica ATV-SG1, for me, it is significantly better than coming out of the Rode NTG1. Now, that is an older shotgun microphone, so it has its age to show, but obviously there's other microphones that have held the test of time, like the Sennheiser 416. I mean, that is a legendary microphone. And let me put it, so I'll pause right there for a bit, because I want to get to audio quality a little bit later in the video. But I just wanted to just talk about that. The price to performance is like insane. And you'll see that both with the real world experience that I've had, as well as obviously when I go through the rest of the features. Speaking of features, and that's sort of the real selling point of this microphone, is the fact that this thing has enriched features. Number one, on the back of the microphone, there is a gain dial, which is something that I've absolutely loved about the Deity D Mic 4, and something that I've always looked for my little onboard microphones, is the fact that you've got the ability to make adjustments and slow incremental adjustments, because so many of the either onboard microphones or even the shotgun microphones, you may get like a plus 10 or plus 20, plus 15 dB, but it's a set boost. Whereas here, it's very slightly adjustable, so you don't have to boost it up so much that you will be, concerned with, making all of a sudden loud adjustments and stuff. And sometimes you just maybe need to make adjustments. The other beautiful thing about the gain dial is that what I've found with the Deity is that you can basically do like -2 and then go to, I would say, about +2 on the gain dial, even before the noise kicks in. But there's still so much wiggle room from 2 to 10. So there's a lot of gain adjustments that it's like, yes, if you need to pump it, it's necessary, you can. However, the noise floor kicks in really, really quickly after 2. With the ATV-SG1, you can literally push it all the way to 10 to the max. And it's only at that max dial that the noise only starts to kick in. Like right now, I think I'm at a 5. No, I'm actually at 4. So 5 is like the middle ground. So it goes from like 0 to 10. And based on my testing, and I found that 3 being the bare minimum is probably where you want to start, but you can go all the way up to, I think, 8 before like the noise kicks in. So, and then I'm going to show you right here real quick. So right now I'm at the lowest. I'm at the lowest gain dial right now. The volume has definitely gone down on the Osmo Pocket. But you guys, hopefully you guys can still see what this sounds like. But this is at the lowest gain setting of 1. And you can probably see it sounds pretty good. Now I'm going to raise this up back to 5. And as you, so now this is a lot easier, and you can probably see now the volume is a lot louder and clear, but it's still pretty clean. Now let's go to 7. So now we're at 7, and as you can see, it's actually still sounding pretty clean. There's a little bit of a hiss in the noise, but nothing that you can definitely that you couldn't clear up. So let's now go to 9. So now we're at 9 on the microphone, and it's still pretty clean, but you can see we're picking up more of the background as the UPS truck comes by. We're picking up more of the surrounding areas, and this will pick up more of the sounds behind. But even as I'm I'm hearing it from the microphone itself, the noise floor is still relatively low. And now if we go all the way up to 10, 10 is really finally where we start hearing a little bit of that noise floor. But really, it's more of the environments that we're hearing right now. So one of the things that I find amazing, even at 10 right now, this is still really, really clean audio. It's just, it picks up way more of the environments around. So if you need to get more of the environments, but as you can see, and I'm going to be quiet for about 10 seconds. So we're at 10, the max, so you guys can hear what it sounds like. As you can see, so having a gain down, being able to adjust and make the difference based on the surrounding is great. And again, we'll get to audio quality later on in the video. But the fact that we have a gain down, we can make adjustments based on our environment, that's incredible. The next other feature that I really love about it is that it does have an internal battery. Now, I know for some people, this is going to, rub them the wrong way. They're like, they don't like internal batteries, and I totally get it. But the beauty about it is, it's rechargeable, and the internal battery will last for 24 hours, which is great. But the second thing is you can still send power to it via the 3.5 mini jack out. Your camera can then send power to it, and it will power it on and off, which is fantastic to have. But it's also the other thing that, again, that I'm going to go back to the Deity, is that I really wish the Deity had, that you could. There's no on-off switch on the Deity D4 Pro, which was always a problem, especially when you start looking at the Cinema Camera 6K and the PYXIS. And the main reason is that the 3.5 port out of these cameras don't send enough power that will turn on the Deity mic, which was always a pain, because it's like all of a sudden I would try to shoot, and then all of a sudden there's no power going to it, because like it just doesn't have it, which was frustrating. With the Audio-Technica ATV-SG1, not only will the Cinema Camera 6K be able to power and turn on the microphone, but so can the PYXIS 12K. So pretty much almost any camera can turn on and power it, and it will run for an extensive runtime, which is fantastic. So that's the beauty thing. It's power, and it's also chargeable by USB-C. So as long as you have like a little power bank, you can pretty much power and charge it and have it ready to go for projects that you may have. And 2 more features before I get to the big one, and that is the fact that, one, that there is a limiter option that you can put in, which is pretty standard for most microphones. But what's also cool is that there's a headphone port. So you can plug right into the microphone and sort of listen to the sound that you're getting out of it. And there's a volume adjustment on the microphone too, which is really, really, really cool. Now, the main and the big feature, and for that, I'm going to cut to myself in another location. So let's go there. All right, guys, so I'm outside. I'm doing some tests with the Audio-Technica ATV-SG1. Right now, I have the wind muffler, that the wind suppressor that on the camera right now, and also I'm here testing out one of the new features that I'm really, really excited about. And the thing I think that's going to be, what everybody sort of draws attention to this. So right now, one, you get to see how well that wind, but honestly, it's not that windy, so I don't know how much is being affected by it. I want you to see, as you can see, I got the Audio-Technica on here. I'm actually about to step up, and this is the thing that I'm really excited about. So I'm about to step up and take a step back, and I'm going to start walking away from the camera. And you probably are seeing right now that I'm quite far away, and I'm still, by the way, this is still audio that is coming into the shotgun microphone and going into the camera. This is, I want to be clear, this is not 32-bit float that I am recording right now and then syncing up in post. This is actually audio that is coming directly into the camera from the shotgun microphone. And if you're probably wondering, how is this possible? How am I able to be this far away from the camera and yet you can still hear me clearly? And the thing that I think the most exciting about this microphone is the fact that this has a feature that it can ingest external audios. So right now I actually have the Rode Wireless Pro receiver on top of the microphone, and it is sending this lapel audio into the shotgun mic, and that is sending that into the camera. And what makes this really, really exciting is that we can theoretically use our own mixer, sound mixer, just through this microphone, because now we can take multiple sources, especially if you get something like some of the like newer products. So like the Hollyland Lark Max 2s, the newer DJI mics, but also some of the other ones that have like up to 4 channels of audio or 4 transmitters you could put onto it. So now you can do like an encased mixer where you still are getting scratch audio, you're still getting audio from your shotgun, but you're still able to run all this into your tiny mirrorless camera. So if you're enjoying the content right now, definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button, and make sure to also, if you're enjoying this product, you want to get it for yourself, I do have affiliate links with Amazon and B&H. Definitely check those out, because that definitely helps me out, helps my channel, and continues to help me to do product reviews like this. All right, let's get into the audio quality, which is the thing that blown me away more than anything. Like all the features, it's been good. Now, I've seen a few little reviews, because there's not really that much on YouTube. There's been a few, and I've been sort of hesitant because the audio quality that I was hearing sounded okay. It didn't sound too bad, but it did sound a little bit interesting. So I was sort of a little bit hesitant when I first bought it. But I've since then have used this on docs work, as well as an event outside for a golf tournament that I used it on, and I was kind of blown away from it. The main thing that blew me away, again, was, as I mentioned with the feature set, was the gain now, but how clean the gain is going from 0 all the way to 10. It really isn't until 10 that you start getting a little bit of noise, but you can crank it up. And that was very, very helpful, because during this golf outing, where I was mostly filming on my 110mm dual lens, mainly because I wanted to be a bit distance from the golfers, where I wasn't distracted, and also I wasn't in the way of potentially getting hit. So I used this, and take a look at this and let me know what you guys think.
Woo! That's some spilling soda everywhere. That's called four-wheel driving. How am I feeling about today? It's a fabulous day. Everybody seems like they're having a great time. I hope they are. And I'm really happy about it. I'm tickled. It's a perfect day. It's my second favorite job. Driving this golf cart all day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Leah Exum. I am a personal stylist at King of Prussia Macy's. Come shop with me at KOP.
We have a trip coming up September 19th out of Westchester at St. Simon's and Jude Church, and we're looking for Vietnam, Korea, and World War II veterans, so to see the memorials built in their honors.
Hey everyone, Integrate for Good is so excited to be here at the Montgomery County golf event today. We have Madeline, our new hire, with us.
You're a very brave man to walk in front of the cart. Yes, I'm not licensed.
Linda, you now? Well, you know what? I'm gonna listen to you next time.
Yes.
I would not walk.
Never walk in front of the cart.
But since you were so nice, man, how you doing with a smile? So hopefully you would not run me over.
Well, thank you. That's very brave of you.
Yes.
You want to be intentional.
And finally, this is something like a little personal video that I did where I took my daughter to a really, really local fair that popped up in my neighborhood. So I decided to take her there late at night. But I also got a chance to try this microphone on the Cinema Camera 6K full frame. And there was one particular moment that I wanted to show you guys where I was recording this ride that sort of does like some crazy, kind of scary shit. But just listen. And also, by the way, I should mention, you can also check out the autofocus of the Cinema Camera 6K in this moment. It's really good. But just listen and just see. I should mention that I'm probably like 30 feet away from where this all is happening. Now, hopefully you guys were able to hear and you guys were able to see just how good this quality is. Again, I cannot believe myself when I say this thing is $250. It should not be this good, but it is. It's just, this microphone has blown me away. Also, I should mention, it comes also with this wind cover piece that it has a little hole that you can still slot on something like an external microphone, which is great, and I love that. This is actually really good. I was surprised at just how good it is. It doesn't feel like it would be as good, but it's actually good quality, and it cuts down on quite a bit of the wind that I was at the golf tournament. So, and even when I was out at the fair, it cut out quite a bit of the noise. So I thought I was very happy with that. Overall, I gotta just say I am just incredibly impressed by this microphone. And particularly, this solved such a huge problem that I had with the PYXIS 12K. Because if you guys saw my review of the PYXIS 12K, y'all know that one of my biggest critiques of it was the fact that the audio, one, is the fans got really, really loud and could catch on the audio, but also the preamps on the PYXIS 12K are nowhere near up to par compared to a lot of Blackmagic's more recent cameras. Now, unfortunately, we can't do anything about the fan, but this microphone solves a problem. One, I wanted to be small and compact for a little bit more of my run and gun type of works, and I didn't want to bring like the NTG1, which still created a lot of noisiness on the audio, and the Comica VM40s were not really up to par. If anything, was just like super far away.
I love it. You're like, we're all like laughing and like,
Yeah.
You're a very brave man to walk in front of the cart. Yes, I'm not licensed.
Linda, you're not? Well, you know what? I'm gonna listen to you next time.
Yes,
I would not walk.
never walk in front of the cart.
But since you were so nice, man, how
I don't have to now worry about, especially if I'm like doing a wedding where I have to, I got to mic up the groom and the officiant. I can still do that, run the audio to the receiver on top, run it to the microphone, and then I can run that out into the camera. And then I now have all my channels into that one thing, which is, honestly, that's fantastic to have, and I'm really excited about that. Again, I'm just so amazed. And again, if you guys are interested, definitely check out the affiliate links below. This is, to me, one of the most impressive products that I've seen this year. And I didn't think it would be for a microphone, but honestly, it is really that impressive. Especially at again, I can't say it enough. The price point is just incredible. But these are my thoughts on the Audio-Technica ATV-SG1. I would love to know what you guys think of this video. Let me know. Leave your comments down below. And as always, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, take care, everyone.